welcome to TechSpaces. I have the iFixit iPhone XS battery fix kit here, and we're gonna fix this iPhone XS. So let's slice it open with the Jimmy, and let's open it up. And up top it says, "You got this, together we fix anything." And this is actually really nice packaging here. They have really nice packaging material. So up top here we have the eye opener, and this is a really handy opening tool to open up the screen and pry the screen up from the device. Okay, let's put that aside now. Okay, so here is the actual part and kit. So let's open it up. So here we have the repair tools. As I said, this is the kit, so it comes with the tools and the part. Okay, so it seems like the tweezers have fallen out of the cradle, so just empty out the box, and here it is. And all of the parts have seemed to come loose, so it must have really gotten shaken up during shipping. So now let's unbox the parts. So we have the battery up front, and we have the speaker grill mesh thing, and then we have the phone display adhesive. Okay, so let's just put everything back. Okay, so let's get the phone out, and I'm just gonna go heat up the eye opener. I'll be right back. So I have heated the eye opener, now it's time to get this thing open. So I finally got this phone open. Now I just need to clear out some of the surrounding adhesive that still is left on the display. So now I'm gonna get this thing to prop up the display while I try to disconnect it. Okay, so I'll start by getting my screw sorter out, and these screw sorters are actually really nice because you can just put your screws in these different compartments so you don't get them lost. But one gripe I have with these is that you bump them and the screws just go everywhere. So now I'm gonna disconnect the display connector, like shielding right there, and remove that. Okay, so now I will use a spudger to disconnect the battery connector from the socket on the logic board. And now I will bend the connector slightly away from the logic board to prevent it from accidentally making contact with the socket and providing power to the phone during the repair. And now I will use a spudger to pry up and disconnect the front panel sensor assembly connector. And now I will use a spudger to disconnect the OLED panel cable connector. And now I will use a spudger to pry the digitizer cable connector up from the socket. The front panel sensor assembly flex cable is lightly heated in place, so I will need to lift the cable, and then the display is separated. Now I will need to remove the 5 screws securing the 2 brackets below the Taptic engine and main speaker. Now I will need to remove the brackets. To remove the brackets, I will need to gently lift to unstick and remove each bracket, since they are lightly adhered in place. And now I will remove the screw securing the speaker connector cover. Now I will use a spudger to pry up and disconnect the speaker connector. So now I will remove the speaker, and I will gently pry up and lift the top edge of the speaker to remove it. Now I will remove the 2 screws securing the Taptic engine, then I will remove the Taptic engine. Now I will attempt to remove the battery. Unfortunately, during the battery removal process, all 4 of the adhesive strips broke, so I had to resort to unconventional methods to remove the battery. Okay, so I have removed the battery, and as you can see, I have changed my workspace a tiny bit, but what's important is that I have removed the battery successfully, and now we can continue on with the repair. Since I finished the disassembly, now I can put the new battery in and reassemble the phone. I will reinstall the Taptic engine and speaker before installing the new battery to help keep the battery aligned correctly during the installation. First, I will install the Taptic engine. To maintain the waterproof ability of this phone, I will need to remove the old adhesive gasket on the bottom of the speaker and apply a new one. And now I can reinstall the speaker. Now I will install the 2 brackets that cover the Taptic engine and speaker. It's finally time to get the battery in. First, I'll remove the top film of the battery, and then I'll remove the back film covering the adhesive. Now I will put the battery in. I'll first connect the battery to make sure the battery is aligned properly, and then I'll drop the battery in. Now it's time to test the phone. I'll connect the display temporarily, but not attach it by the adhesive. Okay, now I will perform some tests. The touch seems to work okay, and the display is producing very fluid motions, and the brightness controls seem to also work okay. Okay, testing the buttons on the side, they also seem to work. Okay, so now I will test the speaker by playing the ringtone. Now I will test for any dead touch pixels. I will do this by dragging around an app icon over all 4 corners of the screen. If the app icon suddenly drops, that means that pixel is dead. Fortunately, none of them seem to be dropping. Now I will record a voice memo for a test. This is a test, this is a test. And now I will test the camera. The camera seems to be working okay, and the front-facing camera also appears to be working. And now I will put the display cover shield back on, and then I will seal the phone. Now I will layer the back with coins and then put some heavy books on top of it to help the adhesive set. And we're done.